Hello everyone, Happy New Year! As I filmed this video, it is actually New Year's Day and I just came from church and the message was so powerful. It was really good, and I just want to wish all of you a very prosperous 2017. I know there was lots of talk about how 2016 wasn't a really great year, but honestly, I feel like 2016 was a great year, at least for me, for my family, for my business, and I'm sure many of you can also relate. In 2016, a lot of people were lost, and I know that's what a lot of people were talking about. I myself also lost someone very close to me. I lost my dad, whom I miss very much, but I know that he's in a better place, and I'm very excited about the new beginnings that this year is going to bring. So bye past, thank you for your lessons, and hello future, I'm ready. So for today's video, I'm coming to you with a request. One of my loves asked if I could share some of my favorite perfumes, and this question was actually asked in my Get Ready With Me video because I always, as a part of my Get Ready routine, I wear perfume. So I thought it would be really cool because I love perfume. For some of you, your thing may be makeup, and while I do love makeup and I do love beauty products, I do have a thing for perfume. So when people often want to give me gifts, I often will suggest get me a perfume. And you know, my husband also, he's really big on getting me perfumes because he knows how I feel about them as well. And I'm the type of person who I can use 2 bottles of perfume within maybe 6 months because I wear it a lot. I wear it like almost every day, and I wear so much of it when I wear it. I just have a thing for perfume. So instead of getting me flowers, get me perfume, boo-boo. Yes. Okay, so I pulled out my favorite perfumes, and I also went on fragrance.net so that I could get the fragrance notes for you, especially for those of you who may be thinking about some of these fragrances to add to your collection. And I also found links for every single fragrance that are down in the description box for those of you who want to look at them and get more information. So before I get into it, really quick, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. The subscriptions mean the world to me. All right, let's get into it. So I tried to put these in order of my most favorite, but I feel like the top 2 could probably alternate between which one's my favorite and which one's like my second favorite. Like they're so close that they could essentially both be my number 1. So just know that when I share with you what my number 1 is, it could easily be my number 2, and my number 2 could easily be my number 1. So my top favorite perfume is Gucci Guilty, and Gucci Guilty comes in a toilette, I believe, and in a parfum, and I'm not exactly sure what the differences are between toilette and parfum, but I do know that there's a difference in price. So I'm going to just make an educated guess and say that toilette is a little bit less potent and parfum is more potent. So this Gucci Guilty is in toilette, and this is the larger size, which is 2.5 ounces. I've talked about this perfume before, and I also mentioned it in my holiday gift guide because it's expensive. For 2.5 ounces, Gucci Guilty will cost you $100. It came out in 2010, and I'll share with you some information about the fragrance notes just in case you want to know like what kind of fragrance is this. It's a beautiful fragrance, and it is by far one of my favorites. It's so good, but the fragrance notes is mandarin, pink pepper, lilac, geranium, peach, and patchouli. It's like seduction. This perfume smells so good. They have another one I've seen. It looks a little bit different than this, but this is the one that I love. And how did I even get introduced to this? You know how the magazines have the little sample that you just peel the paper and you can smell it. I smelled it in a magazine and I was just so excited about it. I very seldomly get that excited about a perfume. I do love perfume, but they don't always make me, you know, I know you go to perfume shops and you're just like, okay, whatever, it's okay, it's good. This perfume made me say, whoa. And of course, I looked at the little magazine on the page where you can smell the fragrance. It tells you the prices, and I saw that it was very expensive. And so I treated myself. When did I get it? It was a little bit after my birthday in 2016 that I got it because it's so expensive, and spending $100 on a perfume when you have a lot of other responsibilities like children and my home and cars and all that kind of stuff, it's just one of those things that you really have to treat yourself. But of course, if it's in your budget to just go and splurge on yourself any day you wish, then by far, I recommend Gucci Guilty for You. You will love it. So my second favorite is Giorgio Armani C. And this is another one of those fragrances that I smelled. I believe it was in a magazine as well. And I was just like, ooh, it smells so good. I was so like, I couldn't believe it. And Giorgio Armani C comes in a toilette and a parfum. I believe most fragrances do. This one is parfum. So this is the more potent one. This size is 3.4 ounces, and for 3.4 ounces, this will cost you $120. So it is also, once again, on the expensive side, and once again, another splurge item that I got for myself. Between the two, you know, I had this one a little bit longer, so you can see that I've used a lot more of it, and I also, because this one is so good, I use it a lot more, but this one I've not had as long, and it is bigger. This is bigger than this one, but this one is more expensive, so I try to be a little bit more, you know, conservative with how I use it because it's so much money. So right here, this is just $220 in perfume. So I kind of sort of have expensive perfume taste, but you will see that some of my other favorites are not as expensive. So the fragrance notes for Giorgio Armani C are cassis, freesia, May rose, vanilla, and patchouli. And this fragrance came out in 2013. All right, my third favorite perfume is Viktor&Rolf Flower Bomb. A lot of people talk about this fragrance. It's something that I've heard about a lot, but it wasn't something that I was running to the store to go pick up, probably because I didn't see it in a magazine and I couldn't smell it for myself. But my husband and the kids actually got me this for Mother's Day. So in May of 2016, I started using this, and as you can see, it is completely done. Like, there is a drop left that I don't think I'll ever be able to get out. It is completely done. And the reason why this is completely done is because ever since they got it for me, this is like all I wear. Like I wore this almost every single time I put on perfume. I never touched a lot of my other favorites because this one is just so beautiful. It is a beautiful fragrance. This is actually the parfum as well, and this is 3.4 ounces, and for 3.4 ounces it will cost you $139.99. So it is also very expensive. I didn't buy this for myself though. This was a gift, so I didn't spend that coin on this. And this fragrance came out in 2004, so it is actually a very old fragrance, unlike the other two, which came out in 2010 for Gucci Guilty and 2013 for Giorgio Armani C. The fragrance notes of the Flower Bomb is tea, bergamot, freesia, jasmine, rose orchid, and the recommended use for this one is also romantic. I would also consider the Giorgio Armani C to be in the romantic family because of the way that it smells. All of these have that fragrance that just make you feel really beautiful and royal. They just smell so good. I love these so much. So my top 3 fragrances here will cost you $340 if you decided to get them on your own. But of course they do come in different sizes. These are the larger sizes because I love perfume, so I would prefer to go with the bigger size and have it for a longer time. But you can always get a smaller size. And there are places that you can go where their perfumes go on sale, such as like Macy's, and I believe Ulta. I don't know if you can use the Ulta coupons for perfume, but if you can, then of course you can get them on a discount there. And if you get them online like Amazon and some of the fragrance stores like fragrance.net, they often have coupons that are on the fragrances, so you don't have to pay like full price for these things at all. Okay, now the next fragrances that I have, they're all under $45, so they're all really, really affordable, and you can get them for yourself or a gift for someone if you wanted to. So my number 4 perfume is Beyonce Heat, and this is my second bottle of Heat from Beyonce because I really do like this fragrance. I also have Heat Rush because I'm part of the Beehive. I mean, I haven't subscribed to the Beehive, like I don't pay the membership fees or nothing like that, but I love Beyonce, and I was very excited to get her perfume. So this is Heat and this is Heat Rush. Between the two, I really like Heat more than I like Heat Rush, but Heat Rush is not bad. However, Heat Rush is not in my favorites category, but it's definitely a perfume that I like, so I'm just mentioning it now for that reason. But my favorite is Heat. She also has like maybe another heat, maybe like 3 or 4 heats altogether. So I just like heat. This is the 3.4 ounces of heat, and this is the Parfum. And for 3.4 ounces, this will cost you $17.99. Some places you can probably get it even cheaper, and if depending on where you're living, it could be a little bit more. But I don't think I've ever paid more than $35 for it, and that was probably like when it first came out, which was in 2010. So I don't think it's that much more expensive. And the fragrance notes for Beyonce Heat are Sequoia Milkwood, Almond, Macaroon, Blush Peach, Magnolia, Tonka Bean, Neroli, Amber, Cream Damask, Red Vanilla Orchard, Honeysuckle Nectar. And it says recommended use is daytime. And definitely, just to remind myself of the smell, and Beyonce Heat definitely has more of like a muskier tone, a muskier note to it. Like it's not, it's very soft, and it still is very feminine, but in comparison to my top 3, it is a little bit more woody. Like, it's hard for me because I don't really know exactly how to describe fragrances. I don't work at Fragrance Hut or whatever. But it's just a little bit more, to me, not as fresh. It's more like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, y'all. I'm sorry. It's just not as fresh. Like, it's just a little bit on the warmer tone, of warmer note of things. My 5th perfume, I actually don't have it. It's called Magnetism, and it's by Escada. I was introduced to this perfume years ago, before I was even on YouTube. Like, I believe when I was in college, I had this perfume. Escada by Magnetism came out in 2003, and I graduated in 2007 from college. So it's a very old perfume. It's also really affordable. The 2.5 ounces is $43.99, and it smells wonderful. The only reason why I don't have it anymore is because, as you can see, I have a lot of fragrances now, so I really have not had the need to buy something old, as I've been buying new things. But it is something that I totally need to have in my collection because it's really, really good, and I think you will love it. So the fragrance notes for Escada Magnetism is green and fresh fruits and leaves with a touch of musk and patchouli, and the recommended use is casual. I also feel like for all of the fragrances that I'm mentioning today, they're the type of fragrances that will smell different on everybody. And you know, all perfume smells different on everybody. I feel like they all will smell different on everyone. So how I smell in a perfume is not how you will smell in a perfume, not how your mom will, your best friend, your sister. Nobody's gonna smell exactly the same. But these perfumes are such good quality that they all stay on the whole day. Like, there's not been a time, I also do put a lot of perfume on, but there's never been a time that I've been wearing a perfume and like I couldn't smell it. Of course your nose gets adjusted to it, but if I was to smell my clothes where I put it on, or if I smell my arm where I put it on, I can still smell it there. They stay on and they stick on really, really well. Because I don't have Escada Magnetism, I did pick a 6th one. I know I wanted this to be my top 5, but it's really my top 6. Although I don't have the number 5 here, so we could put this in its place. So this is Ane Mori, and this was actually a gift from my husband for, I think, Mother's Day of 2015. Funny, because the gift he bought me for Mother's Day of 2016 last year is all done, and I still have a little bit more of this. And the main reason why I have more of this is because it's not like a super favorite, you know, like Flower Bomb. Clearly it's done, it's a favorite, and the only reason why I'm not done these is because they so expensive. Your girl is not trying to like waste coins just washing in perfume, so I've not gotten through it. But Ane Mori does smell really nice. I'm actually wearing Ane Mori today. Not that you can smell it, but I am wearing it today, and it's a beautiful perfume. I didn't realize that this was my best friend's favorite, and she was telling me about her favorite perfumes, and I was like, oh, I never tried that. Then she came over and she saw that I had it, and she was like, you have Ane Mori here, and I was like, oh, that's what that is? I didn't know. It was all rubbed off, and because I wasn't as excited about the fragrance when I first got it, so I never really remembered or memorized the name. But ever since that day when I had that interaction with my best friend, I've not forgotten it since then. 3.5 ounces. This is the toilette version, and it's $35.99. It came out in 1995, so it is a very old perfume. Fragrance notes is just patchouli and sandalwood, so you can see it's not as fresh as well. The patchouli and sandalwood, they don't give off that like really light, airy floral aroma like some of the others, and its recommended use is casual. So I think that if you're younger, I feel like some of the older fragrances that I shared with you, if you're younger, you might feel like they're a little bit more mature than you are, but I would say the top four that I listed today, I think those would go well with someone who's a little bit younger. Just for frame of reference, I'm 31. I'm clearly not old, but what I mean is the perfume that I would want to wear when I was like 21, 10 years ago, probably wouldn't smell like Ani Mori. That's what I mean. However, I know, I feel like I would definitely be rocking Gucci, Guilty, and Armani, because maybe it's just like the cachet of the name, like I'm wearing Gucci, you know, I'm rocking that Armani perfume. Maybe it's that, but every time I put these near my nose, I just get so excited. So if you love perfumes and you're a little bit younger, you know, 21, 22, maybe even 20, you can go and smell these and see what you think. But I don't know if your pockets can afford these, because when I was 21, there was no way I was gonna pay $1.40 or $1 for no perfume. No, ma'am. No, she wasn't. Okay, so those are my top perfumes, and thank you to my love who requested this video. I had a lot of fun doing this video because it's so out of the ordinary, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but I really have a thing for perfume. So I enjoyed being able to talk with you all about it and sharing that with you. Let me know, what are some of your favorite perfumes? Are some of my perfumes your favorites? Are they some of mine the ones you hate, like you just can't with the fragrances? I am always looking for new perfumes to try, so definitely let me know, in addition to which ones are your favorite, which ones you think I must try. Like Jenell, you must try these out for sure. And for those of you who are not really into perfume, because I know there was a point in time in my life, I obviously was much younger, I only wore body spray. I did not like perfumes. I felt like all of them made me smell like an older woman. So I was more so into Victoria's Secret Love Spell and Bath and Body Works. I think one of my favorite was like Frezia or Lupranica, I forget. Anyway, so I know that it's not everybody is into perfume like I am. So this video may not have even been exciting to some of you because y'all don't even like perfume. Anyway, let me know what you're into if that's not your thing, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you watched to the end, I deserve a thumbs up. I deserve your subscription, so please subscribe, and as always, I love you for watching. Bye.